I work with instructional coaches in each building and in classrooms wherever kind of the call is. I think the purpose in the position is to help unify what coaches do in all of the buildings, to help make sure communication happens between what's coming out of our curriculum instruction office at central office, because there's so much that's new, and I am learning right along with the rest of them. Thank goodness we have a couple of new e-learning specialists to help us with that. But we have classrooms that are practicing, experimenting with, and then some who are quite proficient with using technology, either the computer labs or most currently people are excited about the iPads and being able to use their best practices, getting students engaged throughout the whole lesson on using academic skills. In all the way through 8th grade at this point, we have what's called a leap time that allows teachers to group and regroup students based on specific needs. Some of that time is to support struggling learners, and others it is all about enrichment, really honing in on what individual students need. We obviously see, and I think that's one of the things that reassures me about the data, is that we see where we've grown, and then we see where we need to go back and do that study and figure, okay, what would work here? Most buildings, the interventionist supports during that leap time, so you would have all of your grade level teachers and the interventionists working, and that's what helps get those group sizes a little bit smaller. An interventionist would have a group, and actually in every building it's slightly different, but usually it's a fairly small group of students who haven't mastered grade level standards, and so they would work on, it may be a year or two previous grade level standards, using any assessment, whether it's the formal or informal data, to show them exactly what those students need. And then in many cases the teacher then also has some of those strugglers, but the interventionists really do, they're trained and have the skill set to work with those students who struggle a little bit more. About the best practices and the systems we have in place here by having classroom instruction backed up with LEAP instruction is that anyone who comes in, we can assess, figure out where they are, and move from there. So yes, I think it does support the growing numbers of students who are learning English. Excites me about reading in Richmond just is that we've been dedicated. We've been focused on reading for a long time, and that I get excited about not only holding true to the best practices that we learn, but also being able to tweak and refine those. I think it's just like with students learning, when you learn something just a little bit better and can use it just a little bit more, it's like, yeah, this makes sense. And so being able to continually study, and Richmond has done that for teachers, which benefits students. Learning to read is not easy for everyone, and so knowing we've got support in place, we're going to help them through, and then they realize they finally got it. It's just like, look at all that hard work, it paid off for you. You know, it wasn't necessarily the easiest path, but you've done it, and now you can choose to read when you want to.